It's the NFL on EA Sports, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He had the D's number a week ago, over 150 yards rushing. It's the Lions and the Hawks, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games, winning Comeback Player of the Year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't. But it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Smith now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Geno now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Another run for Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Smith. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now this one complete on the slant route. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll try again. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Dallas, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Goff now looking to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Starting things out with a give to Gainwell. With a tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Smith. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Play action. It's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 14 yards that time for number 14. Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Montgomery trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From his goal line here, Smith. Short throw to Disley. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's got a man, complete. 36 yards on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Gainwell, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Laporta. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4th down, a give to Gibbs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a first down throw. Goff. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. It's Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, Goff. And Jones has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing again is Goff. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, and it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Bo Melton, a touchdown reception. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Deontay Hardy, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The former Buckeye, Justin Fields, with a touchdown pass. Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a... Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
And he is going to have the Lions first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Goff on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss down.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Are things looking much rosier for him here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now. Now Geno. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, it's Goff. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Hand off now to Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Eluding the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Geno on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Play action. It's Smith. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Goff. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 23. The Seahawks on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Geno. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Here's Smith. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
Back to throw, Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And this taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Back to throw, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. And Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To the air again, Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Complete to right. And he is going to have the Lions first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. And meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. Here's Goff. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Goff. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Down the numbers. There he goes. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On third down, here's Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.